So we were talking about foods earlier that we grew up with, especially when you living in urban communities such as, and it's not just urban communities, but communities, even poor white communities, where we're eating the government foods. Tell us something about the government foods that we ate.
Um, the migration from the South Mississippi to the North, we stopped in New York and Chicago. My family ended up in Chicago and Michigan. I was with a single mother. My mom was a single mother with a male child. And my mom worked very hard. She slung eggs at the Greyhound station as a breakfast cook. She was on social services, trying to take care of her children. And so back then they had government food that they would distribute to us, and part of that package was this big block of cheese, which made us constipated for months. The cheese, they had canned meat like canned chicken, canned pork, which my mom, we refused to eat that. So we grew up on that type of stuff. Spam, uh, which I couldn't even digest unless my mother fried it hard. And spam means specialty processed American meat. Spam, but when you look on the can, it says 1% meat. This is survival food for um, low income or poor people that's really trying to make it and feed their families. We ate spam. Of course, we had the bologna fried real hard with bubbles up in the middle, and you smash it down and put it on that nuclear infused Wonder Bread with mayonnaise. I remember all these foods, Vienna sausages, potted meat. This food like dog food to me, but that was what we survived off of, and it sustained our family, particularly single mothers with children. My mom had two other sisters, so we had to eat that food. Then all the cereals with 100 grams of sugar in it, the Frankenberries, the Lucky Charms, the Frosted Flakes, the Captain Crunch, the Sugar Bears, and I can go on and on with these names. Um, and then the Kool-Aid, which was the foundation of poor houses, with this Kool-Aid that you put like a pound of sugar in, and that shit was good when it was hot outside, but all the sugar, no wonder we have a history of diabetes in our communities. I'm blessed. I didn't have like diabetes, none of that stuff when I came, because we definitely ate the sugar. And then we get to the holidays. Every holiday, black folks, we eat because that's how we commune. And here comes the cakes and the pies and the sweet potatoes with a pound of butter and 2 pounds of more sugar in there. And so, which they call soul food, which is unsoulful. But that's how we created. Now, the crazy thing is, when I was born in Mississippi, we never ate those foods down south. We never cooked all that food for holidays down south. We never celebrated holidays. We started doing that when we migrated up into the north in Chicago and New York. And my mom was a master cake maker. Sweet potato pie, 7-Up cake, German chocolate cake, pecan pie, which I didn't like because that was the most sugary pie with all that Eagle brand and cane, Karo syrup and cornstarch. You're talking about 250 milligrams of sugar, you know. But we love Mama because that's what brought us together. We can do better now. I'm like 12th generation, and I have children. They never ever seen none of that food before. So we cooking what I call soulful food for the soul now, living food. But just we have a historical blueprint on food. My mom actually, uh, I believe, had diabetes, very unhealthy. And I didn't talk about the candy, because this whole thing about the sugar monster always in our life, the Boston baked beans, the lemon heads, the Good and Plenty, the Hot Tamales, the Jolly Ranchers, the Charleston Chews, the Babe Ruth, and I can go the Thousand Grands, the Twixes, the Snickers, the Hershey bars, all of this stuff. And then I had aunties. My auntie worked for the candy factory, so that's why our teeth grew up with messed up teeth. Again, we can do better because my children are vegan from birth. We started them like that. So this whole history of food changeover and food and health issues in our communities, not counting the social stress and the political stress, but and even in today, some of our black and brown communities are still being controlled by the sugar monster. These corner stores with all this high fluorescent dye sugary stuff, it's something that has to change. But that's my experience with food. I'm very grateful to be here today and not on a dialysis machine. I love my mother very much. My mother passed about 5 years ago. I'm her only son. I love my mom very much. In honor of my mother, what I've done as a vegan chef, took one of her very famous dishes, German potato salad. So a lot of black folks understand what German potato salad is. It's potato salad. You put your spices and stuff on it when it's warm. It's not served cold. I took her potato salad and I made a vegan version of potato salad without the eggs, without the mayonnaise, without the dairy, in honor of my mother. And I won second